Hello hunters, I'm the SurvivalVis, and welcome to the start of our Hemmeldal expedition series. This is the final expedition series we'll be doing in the Hunter Classic, at least for like this first season of the Hunter Classic expeditions. I'm going to basically do standard series with this of the 5-week or 10 episodes, show off the map, get some harvests in, try to get some nice scoring animals. I have a little intermission weekend where we'll probably go back to the Magpie Goose setup, expand a little bit more on that. I do have something else in mind that I will save for later. And then once that little intermission weekend is done, we'll probably be trying out a new recently released hunting game called the Hunter. But until then, we're just going to keep plugging through with this, and I did decide to change the load up a little bit. So I'm going to be heading out with the 7mm Magnum bullpup rifle I've got, as well as the 243. That'll cover majority of what we can hunt for the map here. The only animal we won't be able to go after are ptarmigans that are on this map, but that I can always do another time in the weekend, in the series going forward, and just switch out with a 12 gauge or bring that along. I do have the large blind with us, and we actually have a number of calls we'll be able to use on this map. We've got Roe Deer. The deer rattle's actually good for reindeer too, so we have that we can use for herds of them. And we've got the jackrabbit collar and the moose collar, so we've got a lot of tools at our disposal. I do have the one first aid kit. I don't want to exactly use it up, but if I have to, I will have. And clothing-wise, we're going to go for the full trapper outfit. So that should probably give us a nice mix of trying to get a few new animals and trying out another different weapon. I don't know if I've really used the bullpup all that much in the series, so a little way of mixing things up as we go through this last expedition series. And I did do the little lodge trick, so basically, if you want to eliminate the dead zones as you're in the maps, start at one lodge, fast travel to the other, and this lodge will be out of the dead zone, so you might have animals almost immediately with activity or that. But I'm going to go along, just see how we do now that I have a map where I've got a lot more. Well, I guess technically I did have on Vol de Bois a lot of collars I could have used too. I guess I think it's more so I'm kind of learning there's no point in just calling out randomly. It's not going to be like carnivores where you'll get replies or that. It's better basically just to walk and wait till you hear or see something and then go from that. Because otherwise it could be a lot of blind faith for actually nothing you're trying for. But yeah, with the Magnum bullpup, I'm not sure. I don't have too high of a skill with it, but we'll still try to put it through a few paces. It is a fixed zoom for the scope, so I'll have to remember that. We'll just enjoy a little bit of a hike and see what we can come across. And yeah, I have to say, I really enjoyed doing the expedition series for the Hunter Classic. I do feel like I'd like to try to keep a hunting game somewhere on the channel. It just kind of feels like it fits my vibe, almost. Like, I can mix up a lot throughout the week and change up what series I do, like between Monster Hunter, a Park Builder, whether it's Let's Build a Zoo, Jurassic World, or something else. I feel like one of the staples for the channel kind of is a nice wind-down series on weekends with just hunting. So I'll probably figure out something to keep bringing forward with, although, again, we're at least set up for a next couple of months or more with what I've got planned out right now. So that's all good there. I'm trying to think of what series might actually be coming due for, some change-outs, although, funnily enough, I think I've got a lot of the series and schedule planned out for a long time, or at least a couple of months going forward for the channel. 4 Ultimate is still going to be going for a while, Monster Hunter, both of them are going to be going for a while. I'll actually be able to start doing Sunbreak 4 times a week because the uploads have stayed pretty smooth in my spare time for that. For Ultimate, I am going to tackle the Apexes, so that'll be going for quite a few weeks. The only series that will probably be changed out, although truthfully I'm probably going to stick with it for quite a while longer just because I am enjoying my time with it, is Let's Build a Zoo. It seems like the Tuesday-Thursday series is one that I can always interchange with whatever I'm kind of in the mood for. And it's kind of nice to have that bit of freedom. I've never been trying to chase trends or whatever, so it's nice to be able to know I can switch out freely without really having too much worry about impact or whatever. With some certain series I'll do on the channel. But yeah, everything is actually slotted in a good spot, just keep going as is. I just have to keep hoping the subscribers are coming in as they have been. Because the last month or so, it's exploded, and I'm not sure where or why it has, but I am very thankful it has. We are less than 100 away now. In fact, I think we're even less than 70 away. So hopefully if I just keep doing what we do, or I keep doing what I've been doing, and I keep getting some great support and help from everybody, viewers, commenters, subscribers, we'll hit that 1,000, and we can look at starting to get into streaming too. Slowly but surely, we're reaching up there. I just thought I'd take a little look around, see. Nothing so far. Again, I don't think it would really be worth it try using a caller, just because I don't know anything in the area. But I'm hoping we'll start hearing things soon enough. We could go for Lynx, because we do have the e-collar in the pack with us. I want to make sure to bring that along, just that way if we needed to, we could try it out. Actually, it would be pretty interesting. It would be interesting if we can get something near that tower that's to the northeast there. Because I could use the Sentinel Emitter. I'm pretty sure that's what I got, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, it is a big Sentinel Emitter. Just making sure. Because, yeah, now that we have the collars and on a map that's more like herd animals, we might have the possibility of putting that to some nice use. Okay, I guess I don't know what I thought for a moment there. We'll keep going and see what, if anything, comes out. So I gotta say, it is a little strange not to have had a call yet. I was hoping going from one lodge right to the other would have allowed us a very early start. I'm also not seeing anything like tracks out here either. Maybe once we get to this main road, because this is the main... Yeah, this is the main one that runs through the reserve. So we'll check here, although a lot of Hemmeldal will also probably be off in the hills. And I'm thinking we will probably be looking... Oh, hang on, let me clear those. I'm thinking maybe the best spot for a tent will be like somewhere in this big area here. That way we have easy access to... Yeah, again, it's still kind of weird how they did the map drawing, but basically... Oh, Lord. Okay, somewhere in this area, we'll probably put up a tent. And then that lets us go there, out there, over there, up there. We get a lot of options from that. If you guys have any ideas for if that sounds like a good plan for you, or if you'd like to see it anywhere else, again, just comment and let me know. I'm always happy to try to incorporate and involve you guys with the series that I do. But we're coming up to the first crossroads, and maybe I will take a swing up north towards that tower. Even if I don't have any animals around there, we might be able to pick up some tracks and figure out if there's anything interesting to begin with. I'm actually not sure if there's going to be anything on the signs or not. Let's take a little look-see. Probably on the back side, so... Oh, here we go. Hunting Lodge and Hemmeldal Road. Yeah, we'll head up north and just try to see if we can spot or hear anything. Okay, there's the tower up there, and it does face that way. We might get lucky, considering the angle we'll be coming in at. But so far, yeah, not seeing anything sign or track-wise. And we do have the opportunity to try glassing around a bit more. It's actually not too bad visibility for, like, looking into the trees and that. One of the things, because Hemmeldal, well, this is a winter map, a lot of the trees are all just, like, bare branches, so we might have an easy time looking through and trying to spot into the woods. Far easier than other maps than, say, like, White Hart Island or any of the really early maps. Well, I say early, it's not I guess there's technically not like a progression curve for the maps to say certain ones are harder than others. I guess it's more so certain maps have animals that you generally need to specialize more for. Like in the case of Ruguru Bayou, there's so much a waterfowl species, you're either going to have to invest in a shotgun and being very sneaky and stealthy on the ground, or you'll have to invest in setups and focusing them. That's actually the reason why I'm not going to do a expedition series on Ruguru Bayou, just because you probably need to keep consistent with like being able to make sure you get species. You're going to probably need a few waterfowl setups. So that's why I'm not really I don't have any plans to do Ruguru Bayou this first season. Depending on how easily the Magpie Goose setup lets us farm GM, I may look at like season 2 trying, but I'll have to see. Let's just head... No, actually... Okay, I'm actually progressing through on a little mission here, but I wasn't even trying to. And yeah, no calls still. This is kind of weird. I figure with the distance, we might have heard... You know, it was just like a female animal making a call out. But I don't see anything, don't hear anything. Haven't even found like a footprint yet. We'll get back onto the road and I guess work our way south. Yeah, there's not really too much more north to go. And I don't have any sort of incentive to go more north. We'll have to work our way down south into the middle of the map a bit further. And that's nothing up there, right? No, that's just a rock. Yeah, it's a little curious. No, I don't know if I want to start sprinting yet. I mean, granted, it seems like there's nothing in the area. You know what, maybe I will, because I do have to backtrack a little bit. I'll just jog down to the crossroads, and then once we hit that, and going forward, I'll take us back to just a regular walk. But it is rather strange to have it so silent like this. I could see if I was more tucked away in a remote spot, like on Val de Bois, when we were going up along the very western border. Because that area is so remote in, like, almost a tucked gully there. I could see why that one episode was so silent and sparse for things, but this one is not really like that. This is literally... Well, I shouldn't say literally center, because it's a little more off-center, but you guys kind of know what I mean. There should be a lot of surroundings that would be able to have wildlife a little bit more plentiful around us. I don't know if maybe actually doing the lodge tricks messed with something or what. Maybe, that could be something to do with it. I haven't tried it that much, but... Okay, we got our first animal, though. Or, well, at least our reply from one. So this, we can probably look at getting in pretty easily. Just gonna try to think of where... you know what? I'm actually going to see... Oh, hang on, actually, where... What is the shortcut for the big thing again? 0. Okay, that's it. I'm going to try to get back into the hab, because it's been a number of, It's been quite a while since I had last done, like, setting up an actual blind and trying for the animals, so we'll see how this might go. And, I mean, granted, it's probably a little bit of overkill just going for a little fox, but... Again, let's just get this early practice in, start honing my skills again, getting into the mindset. And then the sooner I have that under my belt, the more practical I can be with it going forward. Though I don't know if it'll actually be drawn right in or not. I don't know if it's going to be close enough for the call to work or not quite. We do at least have a general direction to be watching for it. Oh, that might actually be her right there. Let's see if we can call her in more. Oh, yeah, she is coming in. It's just going to be a bit slow going. Although, that could be a good sign she might be a little bit better scoring. I think the lower scoring animals tend to be a little more reckless when they come into calls or that. So if you have animals that are kind of running or trotting in, as you call, they might not be as good scoring or give you as good GM as like the ones that are a little bit more methodical, slower paced. And that might be especially true given this is like a predator we're trying to bring in. Okay, she's... Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's just peeking her way in and out a little bit. Okay. So you got a female right there. Yeah, I'm going to take her. I think she would have gotten in too close, and then we would have lost both. So, as much as the other one we saw might have been better scoring, but I think for the sake of actually getting an animal and guaranteeing, it was smarter to make this call. How does she score, too? 37. Not that good for a red fox, but at least it is an animal, and we'll pack up and work our way down this way. Who knows, maybe if we're even lucky, we'll have scared the other one to keep getting pushed the way we're going. And we might be able to bring her in a little later in. Oh, and we actually have, looks like, a reindeer shed? Yeah, reindeer antler. I actually wasn't sure it was a reindeer, because it really didn't look like what you expect typical reindeer antlers to be like. They've got... Theirs are kind of weird, because I'm trying to remember, it's almost like a 3-thing forward, it loops up to maybe like 2, and then a big loop, and then a few more up. Once we actually go after reindeer, it'll make a little more sense what I'm trying to describe. But that one almost, I was thinking it was like a low-scoring elk, or even a deer shed of some kind. I mean, technically, now, would reindeer be closer related to, like, actual deer or elk? Although, then there's red... I don't know the semantics or, like, the taxonomy or taxonomical divisions between. I mean, technically, yeah, they're reindeer, so they are a deer species. I think. I don't know. Oh, no, not that. I'm going to just grab binoculars. And just try to keep watch forward as we go. Oh, this is probably actually the trail of that fox we were bringing in, or the other fox that we're bringing in. Well, I guess technically we didn't change the trail we were on, so I guess that's why it didn't come up as like a previously discovered trail. Yeah, this is definitely her. Again, hard to say how much she would have scored. I still have to get the spotting and the skills up for it. Well, we definitely know this was from her. I just don't know which direction she fled off to, but it doesn't seem like she went with the road. Now, I'm not going to set up the tent for, like, oh. I think that's her up ahead. Okay, yeah, we have the ground doing something a bit weird right now. I'm not going to get too close, but I think if we just stay here and watch, we might be able to get another chance at her. She just had, or I think it's she. Yeah, right now, with the ground being how weird it is. I mean, I could try going for the headshot, but I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I've definitely got to get my 243 shooting skill up a little more. It still feels like it's pretty wobbly. I think once you hit level 6, you really notice a big difference for, like, the shooting skill. There was one weapon, I can't remember if it was the 30-06 we had just gone to level 6 or so. Or maybe it's the 300, but there was one weapon, once I hit level 6, it's almost like it became so much more steady, rather than, like, I noticed the impact more from that one level up than any of the other levels up to that point. We'll go collect this one, and then we can continue along our way. A couple of foxes aren't too bad to start the weekend off with, or the series off with. But I do admit, I'm hoping we can find some reindeer. They're probably going to be one of the big harvests from this series. How do you score? Female. 66, quite a bit better than the other one, so a little bit of a hunch of them slowly coming in might be a little right. Or there might be some theory to that. Or sorry, there should be some evidence. Can you guys tell this is my first recording of the day? Because I think it shows pretty heavily. I'm guessing we probably won't see anything around here for a little bit. I might actually just do a little bit of a jog ahead. Try to keep us advancing, because with the shot, take that fox down. Even if it was only the 243. Still probably scared anything that was really close or even in the general area. Reindeer? Roe Deer. I thought they looked a little tiny. We might hear a roe deer give out a squeak or something. Although it looks like we're coming up to a nice area to do some glassing with. Like, from here I can see a bit there. And if it continues to the left, that little hill might be a good spot to just stop and take a look from. That is one of the nice things about Hemmeldal, is as dense a forest as it is, there's not like a lot of low-lying bushes or shrubs or things to obstruct vision, so you can see through the trees pretty well as you do go off the trails. Well, I guess road, because there is only the one road in the reserve. Let's see what this is here. Got a track here. Oh, Roe Deer again. Oh, hang on a moment. Is there something there? There might be? Like, I can't tell. There's a different color. I think it's a moose. Okay, yeah, there's definitely something there. Okay, now we're getting some vision. Ooh, actually, we've got a pretty good zoom on the bullpup rifle. Oh, what the hell is happening to him? Okay, let's deal with the buggy moose right now. I guess we kind of have a hunter's duty also includes getting the animals out of their misery when they're glitched and bugged. But yeah, the bullpup has a very nice zoom to its scope. It is a fixed amount, but dang, that's basically, I think, even better than the binocular zoom. Maybe not. Might be about the same, but really nice to have. I think I just, again, have to work at getting more steady with using it. And I know I don't have to reload the bullpup on every shot, but force a habit between encounters. I'm not sure if it's like a little bit of a habit from like when I played first-person shooters. Whenever you have downtime, make sure you're reloaded for the next fight. Or what, but it's a habit of mine I seem to have. And with how he was bucking all over the place, or bugging out there, I don't exactly know where the shot landed. I'm guessing maybe it was the shoulder blade. If we got lucky, it was a lung. But yeah, just the way it was going, it kind of looked like we had to intervene there. You don't run into bugs on every map, but certain ones you will find them more than others. That was like Pickbean Bay seemed to be the buggiest encounters we've had. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything else in the immediate area. But we'll just head over. Hopefully find the spot we hit him at. It's like he was bugging. I think he was back up around here. So yeah, he was by all these little bushes, I guess? Saplings? I'm not sure what I call these little plants. But he was freaking out, I think, by this tree here. Or just up along this slope here. So hopefully we'll find a track or something left behind here soon. I could have sworn it was right along here. But I don't have anything showing up. Am I too far? Oh. No, geez, maybe he was further back than I thought if this is like the spot he was at. Yeah, this might be where I hit him, so again, depth perception it kind of feels hard to judge in the Hunter Classic. I don't know if it's just me or you guys have it too. Actually, that looks like that might have been a good lung hit. That's quite a bit of blood. Hey, we just gotta find him now. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a very good scoring animal. No, we do have a red fox call from... I actually have no idea. Oh, way over to the east. I just saw the very outskirts of the call. But yeah, it wasn't a very good scoring bull moose, but considering how he's bugging out, we're just going to make sure to try to fix anything we encounter like that. I can't even say it's something... I guess it's not exactly easy shooting, because again, with how it's bucking her like that, it's hard to say where your shot will actually hit it. And that's him there. But, I mean, it is a little bit easier with the animal, like, being stuck in that. Like, the lung is at least such a big target, it's easy to go for. Oh, he's actually maybe a little bit better scoring than I thought he would have been. Well, let's see how he kind of gives us GM-wise. How'd you do, Buggy? Not too bad, I suppose. About your average-sized moose. And yeah, we are going full trapper outfit with the raccoon hat. God, actually, I think the beard and the mustache combo works a little too well with the trapper set. Yeah, we'll take a picture of you. There we go. And then let's jog back towards the road and keep working our way south. I think this first weekend, even if we go between the lodges, that'll be good. And then next weekend, I could always look at starting from here and working our way west into the mountains. Let me just go for a little bit of a jog, try to work us back to where we were. It is possible something else might have started moving into this area, too. It did take us a little bit of time going. But yeah, that's the one thing that I I always seem to not be able to judge that well is the depth perception or, like, distance from what I'm seeing. Like, considering where these were, I didn't think he was as far back on that slope as it was. So I'll have to remember that as I'm going after some of these animals. But the bullpup is a pretty handy weapon to be using with that. There's something out there, isn't there? Or is that just a rock? That's just a rock. I'm trying to remember what the term is. Like, what's the term of your brain kind of trying to form things into shapes you recognize? Whatever that is, that's what's going on. Pareidolism or something like that? I know I've mentioned it before, but even I'm sometimes just amazed at how dumb I am with falling for it. Nothing way up on the hill that I can see from here. I'm not going to spend too much time going for the foxes on the map, just because I feel like we've gotten enough foxes across so many different expedition series. We don't really need to see that many more. Now, if we can hear lynxes at all, definitely going to go for some of them. I'm not sure if I've even actually ever gotten a lynx yet. Actually, we'll probably be able to find out if I do get one, because if I do and we get the achievement for the first lynx, well, that kind of solves that, doesn't it? Yeah, nothing so far, but I'm also not really expecting anything for a little bit here. Given the shot we took, everything's probably vacated out the area, or if it is still around, it might be spooked and it's not going to make any sounds or replies to let us know it's near. Okay, we're just about back to the road, and we'll just keep going south. Actually, once we hit the road, we're going to wrap this episode up here. Time just can seem to easily slip by once you, like, have some stuff you're focused on. And because of how slow the, first little bit there was until we got that first fox call, I didn't even realize we've gone past the half-hour mark. So, not too bad for a starting weekend, or at least for a starting episode. 2 foxes, a moose, some decent little bits GM, and we have made some nice progress into the map. Hopefully, as we keep going, we'll get some more game, try for more reindeer, hopefully see something else. Overall, a nice little start to the series. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of our Hemmeldal Expedition series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. And until I see you in the next video, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, and stay alive, and happy hunting.